Hey, welcome everyone. Tyler Slaughter with Talk Car Wash. We're an online community of 65,000 plus car wash people that work together to connect the car wash industry with people, insight, and advice from around the world. Today, we're going to chat about how Go leverages Spot AI, video AI to drive operational excellence, customer satisfaction, and security. And today I'd like to introduce Sood and Justin. If you guys will, Sood and Justin, take just a second, introduce yourself. We'll let Justin go first.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for the invite. I'm Justin Carozzolo. I'm the New York market leader of Go Car Wash here in the great state of New York. I run all aspects of growth, development, team leadership, recruitment, and building and leading a great team.
Awesome, man. Big task.
Big task.
Sood,
Hey folks, thank you for joining us today. I'm Sood. I'm one of the co-founders of Spot AI. I'm the CEO of the company. I lead our sales organization.
thank you, Sood. Justin, when you think about kind of the partnership and vision with Spot AI, can you share what prompted Go Car Wash to seek out advanced video AI solutions?
So, with our rapid growth, we were looking for something that could have help us better than traditional camera systems, and uh, we're looking at the car wash show actually a couple of years ago, the AI features of this, and to help see where we're lacking, where we could better use our labor, where we could pay more attention to the customer, and how better of a safety system we could build out between our control rooms, tunnels, and people positions in our office and at XBTs, and help control the controllables. And nothing better than using the technology we now have in our hands.
Got it. So I'm assuming Spot has filled that gap for you.
Spot is filling that gap for us.
Awesome. Sood, well, hold on. One other thing. So you mentioned some operational challenges you wanted to address. Sood, why don't you kind of fill in on the back end of that on Spot AI's platform and how that aligned with Go Car Wash's needs of kind of their challenges?
For sure. For those of you who are not familiar, Spot AI is the leading video AI platform. And what our entire mission is to help businesses like car washes use video AI to improve throughput, improve the safety and the security of their operations. The focus for us in the car wash industry, and this is what sets us apart and something that we've been pushing on, is we've constantly been at the cutting edge of the innovation for the car wash industry. We started in 2021 in the car wash industry, where we helped car wash operators improve their ability to handle damage claims. After that, in 2022, we launched idle time, which helped car washes understand what the bottlenecks in the throughput was. In 2023, we helped car washes build integrations with different systems, like their CRMs, like their POSs. And last year, we introduced the ability for car washes to understand how their people are operating on the car wash floor. The reality is that for most car washes, the big focus right now is how do you get most out of your existing locations? And you have a lot of staff who are well-intentioned and but always need a lot of training, and managing a large car wash chain, particularly for the scale of Go, is extremely difficult. What the tools we're building is to help operators like Justin actually manage their car washes better, get more from the people they have, and actually allow their leaders to spend more time engaging with the community and driving sales as opposed to just like managing people on the floor. A lot of the conversations that we've had with Justin and a lot of our other customers is helping them do more of that. And that was how we started chatting with them.
Yeah, thank you, Sue. That's I was just thinking about, my six stores versus Justin's huge chain. You can't have I can't have eyes anywhere close to everywhere at once. There's no way they can. So when we talk about kind of enhancing membership conversions and then customer service, Justin, um, when you think about the people presence analytics and the way that it's helped you change schedules and allocate staff. How has that made an impact on your customer experience?
So the AI tool helped us to understand customer flow and teammate engagement and teammate flow of where we needed the most, where was the area that we could have better understood where the teammate needed to be at between what hours of operations is our busiest cycle. But say it's 9 a.m. to 4 o'clock. This is when we're running, 100 cars more an hour than the morning times. This is when we need the most staffing. This is when our major of our retail comes through during this hour time frame. This is how better understanding of where we can staff during time frames and accountability. And that's the best thing about the Spot AI is the accountability of the AI tool of XPT presence or office presence or in the tunnel presence. It's telling me the hours spent in a day, week, month of who's at what position and where. And it helped me understand the hour needs and where I could best suit my labor allocations. And with Spot AI, we went the one store we did a sample on 2 years ago. It had an 8% capture rate. Take a guess what the capture rate is now.
We're going to go with double.
18% on a
Yeah.
consistent basis. And that is unheard of. And know what that did? My team got so involved with the AI tools and accountability. My district manager owns this system, and he set up a lot of the alerts that he wanted, and he uses the tool. And you're only as good as the tool if you're going to use it and put the energy in it. So,
Yeah, if
it,
there's been kind of a thing around the years where people say you can't manage or you can't control what you can't manage, and that's one thing. This people presence that you're seeing on the screen here comes from one of our locations, and we do a weekly site manager audit with the teams, kind of hold them accountable to a certain number that we want at different spaces, and that's been very beneficial to us. Sounds like it has for you guys too.
yeah. See, like your weekly presence, it's, with the day and age, it's hard to get in from the office and at the XPT to manage all the variables of what's going on with the customer's credit card or information or license plate reader. You got to do a lot of work in the office too. So it gives me the back and flow of, what's going on in the day and where the labor spent.
So you mentioned that you guys had took that store to 18% capture rate. For most of the audience that's listening as car washers, they know what that return is. That's pretty substantial. And then if you were to spread that out across a big chain, that's a huge financial impact. Sood, can you kind of explain how the unattended kiosk AI agent is kind of in compared to people presence features work and what makes them effective for customer engagement?
For sure. So, late last year, we launched our AI agents product, which basically helps take AI to the next level. And instead of just detecting really simple events like, is there a person there, is there a vehicle there, what we're now able to do is figure out things in relation to each other. So, what the unattended kiosk AI agent does is it understands when there is a vehicle waiting at the pay station, but there isn't a person there for a certain period of time. And what car washes can do is actually set up those parameters the way they like it. And what the system can then do is tell you how many times in the day, at what point, and at what locations was a vehicle waiting there for longer than that time frame without any person being there. And we all know that in this industry and with any industry, customer service is paramount, and a bad customer experience can mean losing that customer forever. So, what managers like Justin are able to do is understand when that's happening, and then start managing against it. And what Justin saw and what we see with some of our other customers here is the same thing, which is folks don't realize where things are to begin with. And we always think, oh, okay, my kiosk is probably done at 80% of the time. Actually, it's probably not. And the starting point is knowing that. And as Tyler said, you can't control what you don't measure. So it's about getting that baseline measurement and then putting in the work with regional teams and site managers to make sure that those numbers move up. And that's what Unlimited Kiosk allows you to do. I mean, of course, the tool is only as good as as how it's used. And what Justin and their team have done phenomenally is really stay with the tool on an ongoing basis and really drive the importance home. And Justin, I'm wondering if you could speak a bit more about that, because I feel like a lot of operators underestimate the effort it takes to
Yeah.
actually manage change and make sure that people are operationalizing the insights that you're able to get.
It's you can't set it and forget it. That's regular camera systems. When you use an AI tools and you want the analytics behind it, you got to use it as the resource and use it as a tool throughout your week for training moments. So that's what we do as a company here. What uses Spot AI now is we'll pull the data weekly or monthly and go over it with the GM and teams about what happened here, where's the variable we can make a difference at, and how come this was the coverage dropped, or what was the staffing issue, or what happened throughout the week or the month in the tunnel. The tool really helped us. It took the gut feeling away of, am I counting on everyone? Now I have data to real analyze, this is what's happening.
Yeah, and there's accountability on both sides for us because, say they are short staffed for the day, say there was a change in management, whatever took place, generally we'll get that data pushed to us and there's something to tie it back to. I think, for us, just having 6 locations that are relatively close, that's easy to do for the most time. But for, someone's got hundreds of locations, there's no way you can keep your eyes on that without some sort of data feeding you, i.e. the camera system and telling you
Yes,
those.
exactly.
When you think about the, for us, one of the big things that we initially had used Spot AI for was the tracking the. I mean, the best way I can explain it, Sude, you may put this one down better, but being able to see the throughput for the cars, that was a big thing for us. Be able to ensure that the customers weren't waiting at the gates too long.
Yep.
We call it the bailout lane, but when customers are having issues, getting them out the bailout lane so the other cars can get through and be processed at the wash. Justin, what's that look like on y'all side?
For the throughput, so we took it and we use it as in how many customers are pulling in at using our site, how many customers are skipping the XPTs and going in the vacuums. So we take both data and we say, what is the missed opportunity here that to make this our next customer, and what kind of experience can we provide better in our vacuums that they come back and use our car wash too, and what missing marketing opportunities are we using that we need to use out there to keep the staff engaged to our customers. So that tool helped us big time. And then we call it stalled idle time. So we put us in the back in our tunnel, and what we have no pileups too. So we actually use this as a tool of stalled timing in 15 seconds. If the car stops past 15 seconds, my team gets an instant alert to saying something's going on besides the EMX pad going off or the what do you call it, the no pileup going off. This is before it goes to the exit end of the tunnel.
Yeah, yeah, I could see where that'd be pretty dang helpful. A lot of it for us was just ensuring, like I said, we didn't have cars waiting for long amounts of time at the pay station. We couldn't process other ones because we have sites that have 2 lanes, we have sites that have 3 lanes. The 3 lane sites are a little more forgiving. The 2 lane sites are not.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We put I think it's a 15-second idle time in there for the alerts, but we probably got to increase that a little bit because we are busy right now, and they're in the seasonal times. You do probably change the idle times to make sure that the teams ain't getting flagged for something they're not doing. There's a lot of training with the Spot AI's tools too that you got to keep up on.
Yeah. When you think about the safety, security, and kind of the compliance side, can you walk us through how custom alerts and monitoring of sensitive areas have kind of improved the safety and accountability that you guys have worked through?
So we actually put it on our MCCs and then back in our control rooms. So we have a rule that no one goes in our control rooms besides anyone who was authorized and trained. And so that took down that took us up with accountability of anybody touching equipment or being near equipment they shouldn't have. And so I thought that was a real good tool to be used. And then for security around our buildings, we have alerts set that anyone's lingering for X amount of time, that alert does get sent out.
Awesome. So that's kind of security alerts at night for after hours.
Yeah.
That's a great idea. We've tried some of those around dumpsters and stuff, but I've never thought about doing it for the whole property. That's
They're
pretty.
90% on the dumpsters because, there you go.
That's Sude's next creation for us is the dumpster yell cam where when people come around the
Yeah.
dumpster, yell at them. Awesome. And so like Justin, when you think about measurables improvements you have made since implementing Spot AI, you gave us a few things with security, with capture rate, team member accountability. What advice would you give to others that are considering video intelligence?
To really spend the time of putting together the tools that you are looking for out of your wash, out of your people, out of your teammates. You could build out any platform you want through the team at Spot AI of what you're looking for out of their system between pay station, vehicle idle, vacuum, security, exit, tunnel. You know, whatever you're trying to look for to get better results of your team and take the gut feeling out of it and take I think they're doing out of it, and you have data driven accountability to show your team and put the months in behind it before you say this is how we're going to operate now. Put a plan in place. Use the next 90 days of this tool to build out where your efficiencies are, and it'll pay for itself within the first year.
Mhm. Something that we were very aware of is when we first introduced people presence, for example, our teams were, man, you guys are always keeping your finger on us. And we would go, well, you guys are supposed to hold your teams accountable to this number, but you don't, it's all reactive. You do it at the end of the day. Proactive is very hard. So now we're giving you some actual data so you can go back to your teams and say, hey, I noticed at lunch shift between 11 and 2, there's big gaps. We're not staffing the pay stations. Maybe we can make schedule adjustments or kind of let the teams know. And that one was pretty big for us and drastically increased our pay station coverage when we started sending that to the managers. And we took them a little while. We finally got them bought into it.
Yeah, exactly. It takes a little while the team to get accountable, but everything's on site. The same resources I have, they can learn from the system too. So
Yeah. Thank you, Justin. Sood, so hit us. What's next for Spot AI in the car wash industry? How do you see the intelligence evolving for operators over the next few years?
For sure. It's a very exciting time in the video AI space. The way we like to think about it is video AI is still in its GPT-3 era, where we're just coming to that point where the uh, chat GPT moment is happening. And it's fascinating. The things that were possible even 6 months ago were not possible a year ago. And the products at our side are evolving very dramatically. And the way where we're seeing that going is where AI is not just a tool that's used for analytics, but is a full-fledged assistance that operators like Justin and Tyler can use to get leverage and be able to do more with their existing people and not just provide analytics, but actually take actions and drive outcomes, whether it's controlling different equipment, whether it's connecting to different systems, and becoming a full-fledged AI persona that you could essentially hire, but it does more than just give you analytics. So there's a whole lot more coming there over the next a few months, and we're super excited to work with folks like Tyler and Justin to bring that to the car wash industry.
Awesome, man. Thank you for that. There was a kind of a rapid fire question that I had. So when you think about like your favorite unexpected insight that you've discovered through video intelligence, Justin, do you have any that come to mind?
yeah, I would say the hours of operations and the labor that we got to really trim down of where we saw the best where we could put that labor on our site. And when the XPT coverage is different by site too. You don't know when if this is what traffic flow that site's getting to the database, but the AI has taught us that Tuesday between these classes your busiest times. Wednesday staff this many people. I think that was the best thing about what we could actually the trimming it let us do.
Yeah, that's a great one. We've seen the same thing. I would say a big one for us is when we share this data with the teams and we're able to actually click on times and play videos and hold people accountable down to the minute. They're like,
Yeah.
whoa, I didn't realize this was, that detailed and that good. It's cool kind of seeing them wake up and the amount of people we see now when they're kind of working, they'll look up at the camera and I'm like, yeah, they know we're paying attention. That's been
I
a good.
think the damage claims that is so easy to cut something up and send it like that. that took the timing right out of pulling an hour report together when you could do it in minutes now.
I've talked about this with Sue before, but we have our attorney on our camera system, so when there are things that come up, we can just tag her and let her review them, get insight, give advice. It's really interesting to see her go. Man, for years, I thought we just had a lot of dumb camera systems, and you guys introduced this,
Yeah,
so that was a pretty good one.
it's pretty good.
Cool. Well, awesome. I really appreciate everybody for participating today. The insight was great. Um, I assume, Sue, that this is going to be shared on Spot AI. I'm sure you guys will post it on Talk Car Wash, so we'll kind of get to see this and share insight. And I'm sure Justin's just like myself. If there's any question or advice that we can share with anybody, feel free to reach out to us. And Sue has our contact where they can kind of connect us.
Thank you.
For sure. No, thank you both for the time. This was great.
Awesome. Everybody have a great day.